What's good now, people? It's me, it's Ted. It's another episode from Blunt Ted Talks. First of all, thank you very much to all new subscribers that have been coming through this week. There's been quite a few of you once again. It's amazing to see the channel growing. So yeah, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Anyone that's not subscribed already, then please consider hitting that button. Hit the like button, drop us a comment as well. Just let me know what you think about this one. It's not really a shocker, to be honest, but yeah, it's Steve Bruce, Mike Ashley. It's just come out in the last 10 minutes that Mike Ashley, this is in the Chronicle, that Steve Bruce and Mike Ashley have been holding meetings, a series of meetings, not just one, a series of meetings. So it's something that's been seriously up for discussion about either Steve Bruce getting sacked or him walking away, and neither of them are willing to do either. Mike Ashley will not sack Steve Bruce, and Steve Bruce said he will not walk away from the club. So what this tells you then is that he's going nowhere. We're probably getting relegated because we're going to be sticking with the same old shite. What's more likely to have been spoke about in these meetings, I guess, is I think Bruce feels like he's had his nose pushed out by Jones. Obviously Jones has come through and he's brought in some of his own ideas, like the formation. I think that was his idea. Doesn't really seem to be working at the minute, doesn't really, but it wasn't really working before what we're doing, but there's definitely a couple of improvements we can see. And I think that Steve Bruce, I think he just doesn't like it. So yeah, this has probably been brought up in these meetings. More news that's come out today is that Dwight Gale has been offered a contract. He's been offered a new contract with Newcastle United. So what this also shows you as well is the ambition that the club have got for next season. I think it's a 3-year contract, so it's not the kind of contract that you'd be offering out to people if you're about to have a takeover happen and you're going to become one of the richest clubs in the world. Unless they just don't give a fuck about signing him out of his contract and paying him off, whatever, maybe. But still, it's a weird one. 3-year contract, that's a long one. Especially for Dwight Gale as well. As you'll know, if you've watched this channel before, I'm in Dwight Gale's corner. I don't mind Dwight Gale, he's alright. I want to see him get more chances. Obviously the injury messed him up a little bit, but yeah, I've always backed Dwight Gale. However, it seems to me like a signing that's getting ready for next season in the Championship. I'm not going to go too much into it because a lot of the other channels have covered it already, but just as a whole, all the news that's come out today from Newcastle United, I wasn't even going to discuss it, but seeing this from Chronicle that's just come out now about the series of meetings that's been happening, I had to say something. I feel like as a club we've got no ambition for next season, and we don't really care what happens to us this season. What are the reasons behind that? Why is Mike Ashley just giving up? Why is Steve Bruce just giving up? It's obvious he's not going to get that compensation, so he's perfectly happy to stay there. And also, let's bear in mind, fans are going to be back in the stadium soon. That pressure is going to be on him. Because I'm on Twitter, I see on social media, fans are already planning to go down to the training camp and stand outside there and not even let him drive into the flipping training grounds. I wouldn't be doing that myself personally, but this is what a lot of the fans are going to be doing. There's going to be a lot of boycotting. Games are going to be an absolute nightmare, because it's just for Bruce anyway, because we all know how loud it is in St James's Park. Imagine that all directed at Steve Bruce. He's in for a tough time, man. So yeah, that's the end of the video. What do you think? Are we just aiming for Championship next season? Do we not care? Or is it one of them where Mike Ashley is just trying to keep shit ticking over because he thinks the side is going to come through? We don't know what's going on with the arbitration. Obviously it's all done in quiet, in secret, kind of as it should be. It shouldn't be in public. But yeah, that's it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching the video. As I've mentioned previously as well, you can now support the channel by purchasing items through Magpie Kits, and the link is in the description below. You can also sign up to the Patreon as well. That's new, I've just set that up a couple of days ago. I don't think anyone's signed up to it yet, probably won't be either, but it's there. If anybody does want to support the channel, then it'll all be going back into the channel. I'm fed up with talking through this piece of shit phone, man. You know, it's on its way out, it's dying. I need to improve. So yeah, anything that does, it's much appreciated. But thank you very much for watching. It's been me, Ted. It's another episode of Blunt Ted Talks. Catch you all later.